Oh, it should be special events as the category. There we go, that's better. Now if I refresh this, hopefully it'll say special events. I only a little bit put it in the wrong category. Okay. Let's get the pop-out chat moved, and then I'm going to start on that predictions bingo. Okay, where to begin? Before I forget to do it, Octopath Traveler 0. I've seen floating around today. I'm going to pop that in there. Skyrim yet again, middle square. We had Skyrim on Switch 1, but we didn't have the anniversary edition or whatever it was called that had like that new stuff that came to the other consoles. We could get another Skyrim. Zelda Warriors Age of Locked-Upism. Yeah, I think that's a shoo-in. Zelda Age of Calamity. I think that's the only thing with a first-party property we see in it today because it's being developed by Koei Tecmo. Yeah, Professor Layton and the Age of Steam I think is very reasonable. Layton, Age of Steam. I don't think we see Bloodborne 2. I don't think we see, what is it, the Dusk Bloods. It's a 2026 title. I don't think they start promo on that until later in the year. I think particularly Elden Ring's got to get a release date on Switch 2 before that happens. Yooka-Ri Playly, you know, that's a reasonable guess. I gotta find my notes. I made notes about what I expect to see. Let's start putting the safe picks in. FF7 getting a date. I think it's pretty obvious. Elden Ring release date I think is a lock. Borderlands 4 feels like too easy of a pick, because like we know its release date, it's going to show up in a sizzle reel or something. Octopath 3 is your guess, Terra. There are rumors of Octopath Traveler 0 being a thing. So a third Octopath Traveler game was the first thing I put on the predictions list today. Jeffrey says I'm cheating because Laura and I already had a chat about what she thought was coming up. Yeah, Jeffrey's just reminding me of the things that I already suggested were possibilities. Atlas RPG, P3 or Metaphor. Yeah, I'm getting there. Both Persona 3 and Metaphor I'm putting on the list. Persona 3 Reload. Metaphor. I got to get down the stuff that I wrote to Jeffrey this morning. What else did I put on that? Metaphor ReFantasio. Oh, SpongeBob. I forget what it's called. Tides of something. The SpongeBob game that was like floating around and leaked. And had a leaked release date. That feels like a really big, really obvious fit for today. Plants vs. Zombies. I forget what it's called. It's like Replanted or something. Repotted. Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, I reckon that probably gets a date because we saw it in the first Direct. Star Wars Outlaws. Tentatively, I'm going to put Assassin's Creed Shadows. Ubisoft has been teasing that coming to other platforms. They accidentally listed it as coming to Switch 2 somewhere. I think that's like an imminent announce. Replanted sounds correct. I saw it at the time and I don't remember where I saw it, so I'm like, stop.
In Vodafone summer sale,
No.
get our unlimited plus plan.
No unlimited plus plan. Stop it.
That's a
No adverts. I just want the Death Stranding soundtrack, which I might stick Death Stranding on here. I feel like the first Death Stranding's coming at some point to Switch 2, which is why I put the Death Stranding soundtrack on YouTube, and apparently not with hard ads. Death Stranding 1 I'm tentatively putting on here. I think that happens. I'm putting Call of Duty. I think this is the one where I think we're going to start seeing Microsoft ports. And we know they have a legal obligation to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo, so I feel like that's like a really safe one to do. Metal Gear Solid Delta suddenly becoming Switch 2 exclusive. Well, not Switch 2 exclusive, but there have been rumors of a port for Switch 2 for a while. I'm putting, I think Forza Horizon 5. It sold damn well on PS5. I think they want to get that on as many platforms as possible. Vodafone Unlimited Square. Okay, how are we doing for squares? We're coming up on 16 out of 25. So we got like nine squares to do in about 25 minutes. I would fucking love a Gravity Rush and Gravity Rush 2 port. Like, both Gravity Rush games getting a port to Switch would be fucking great. I love those games. And, like, Sony's not opposed to it. We got Patapon, the Patapon ports. And something else Sony-related got ported recently also. Everybody's Golf, or Everybody Loves Golf, which is a PlayStation thing, also got ported by Bandai Namco. So I could see, like, a Bandai Namco port of Gravity Rush. Okay, give me a second. I'm pulling my various lists up I have in different places. I gotta remind myself of what I thought was likely. You know what? For now, I'm gonna put Yakuza 0 Switch 2 dub upgrade. Yakuza 0 is on Switch 1. I think it gets a Switch 2 upgrade with English dub edition for like a tenner. Hades 2. Hades 2 is an interesting one. Nintendo definitely has locked down that marketing pipeline, and I think when it gets its console / 1.0 announcement, I do think it's going to be a Nintendo Direct. 1.0 is before the end of this year. We don't know when this year it's going to be. I could see like a September release for 1.0, and it's also coming to Switch 2 at the same time. You know what? Yeah. Hades 2, I can give that a space. Now, do we think Silk Song is a possibility? And I know. They have announced the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, they announced it's coming. They've shown a trailer for it. They announced in an interview that the second one will also be coming. Well, look, here's what I'll say about Silk Song. It is getting a playable demo at Gamescom in less than a month. Which, like, usually I would say that's a great sign that it's probably ready for a release date announcement. However, that playable demo is going to be at the Xbox booth, and Xbox like making announcements at Gamescom. Like at Opening Night Live ahead of showing stuff. Like, they'll announce a thing during Opening Night Live and it'll be on their show floor booth. No, go away, adverts. My suspicion for... So, I think Xbox probably does have the marketing lineup for the marketing ramp up for Silk Song. I think they're going to be the ones who end up announcing the release date. I think the release date is going to be the release date of the Xbox ROG Ally X. And my gut says that they announce like the ROG Ally X and Silk Song are both releasing on the same day during Gamescom Opening Night Live. But if there were, I think if it's going to show up in a direct, this is the last chance it's going to get to show up in a direct, because after this, I think it's a shoo-in for Opening Night Live. So, you know what? For now, I'm giving it a space. I know. Yeah, I'm putting it here because there are going to be very few more times between now and release for me to go, this is the showcase where they show Silksong and be correct and get to go, fucking hell, I ticked the Silksong box on the one where they showed Silksong. So I'm willing to take the loss for putting a stupid prediction down. But, like, if it's shown here and I don't put it on the bingo, I'm gonna feel like an idiot, so I gotta give it a go. Sony thoughts. Horizon Zero Dawn, Return, or maybe Spider-Man 1. If we see anything Sony, I do think the first Spider-Man game would be a fucking great choice. We know it runs decently on the Steam Deck, which is a power equivalent machine. We know it's a franchise they're working on sequels for. It's one that's had a PC port. I think Spider-Man getting a Switch 2 port would be, yeah. Give it a space on, like, 4 on the bottom row. It's actually not going to impact the bingo, because it's not a real game. Well, here's the problem, Jeffrey. I am a big believer in randomize the bingo board and allow whatever curse I am provided to... I gotta make my bed. I gotta live with what the bingo board provides me. So if the bingo board puts Silksong on the center square, that's my curse to live with. Who's messaging me? No one important. Oh, there's a game. Did this ever get announced for anything more than PC? I know it was being published by... Is Billy Bust Up just coming to PC? Because if it's coming to consoles, part of me kind of wants to think it would show up here. I think it's PC only. Will this game be on consoles? We're aiming for PC release on Steam. Okay. Let me turn this music down a little. Hey, Dallas Alankill. I mean, you can look at the bingo board for what I'm kind of thinking might be today. Slime Rancher 2 announced its full release date, and it'll be releasing for the Switch 1. I think it's possible. I think that would be like a sizzle reel thing. I don't know whether we see that get its own trailer. I think they should port the Resident Evil remake spin the style of N64 port, so tiny, visually aggressive, and weirder. I do think Resident Evil 4... It runs well on Steam Deck, I think. I think Resident Evil 4 getting a... Like... I need to put something Capcom down here, because Capcom is a big... They like to support Nintendo consoles in the opening year. You know what, for now, RE4. I think RE4 we give a space for now. We can replace it, but I think it's not the weirdest thing to predict. Resident Evil 4 Remake is indeed on iPhones. Do we think we'll see any mouse support during this? I think so. What out of the stuff shown so far do I think would have mouse support? Plants vs. Zombies. I could totally see Plants vs. Zombies supporting the Joy-Con mouse. Call of Duty. Would Call of Duty support mouse mode? That's an interesting question. Okay, we got 6 squares and 20 minutes. Doom the Dark Age. Doom the Dark Age... I don't know if we see it this early. I do think somewhere in the Switch 2's life cycle we see it happen. Considering they got both Doom and Doom Eternal to run on the base Switch, and Doom Eternal runs on the Series S, I think a Switch 2 port of Doom the Dark Ages is a very possible thing. I don't know if it's too early for us to see that port. Would Call of Duty support mouse mode as much as Microsoft supports Genocide? Well, I think it would be hard to support mouse mode as much as they support Genocide, because they support Genocide such a fucking high amount that I think it would be very difficult to support mouse mode that highly. Yeah. Look, I'm putting Xbox stuff on here because I think there is a high likelihood of the Xbox stuff coming up on here. That doesn't change the fact that I'm boycotting Xbox's stuff right now. I was informed of the fact that Xbox now requires you to do age verification. I didn't know that because I haven't turned my Xbox on in God knows how long. You know what? Doom, Dark Ages, we can tentatively put on a space here. A Asthmatic port of Clair Obscur. I do think a Clair Obscur port is coming. I don't think it's coming anytime soon. I think there's no way that that first-time studio had dev kits ahead of Clair Obscur's release. They were not on Nintendo's radar, and Nintendo was being selective who they gave dev kits to. I think Nintendo probably swooped in and offered them dev kits when Clair Obscur did really well. I don't think we hear about a port, like, until early next year. I think it'll happen. I don't think it's anywhere near right now. Where was it? Someone had another suggestion. I've completely forgotten what that other suggestion was, or I had another thought and I forgot what that thought was. Yeah, you know what? I'm putting Clair Obscur on here just because I don't have a better space filler right now, and we can make it the first thing we take off. No, stop adverts. No, get rid of adverts. Warframe Switch 2 would be nice. Yeah, those devs have said they want it to happen, but they don't have dev kits yet, so I wouldn't hold my breath on that. If only for the memos, if not unique puzzles. Layton used to have mouse support, right? Or they had to... Oh, yeah, Layton probably would have mouse support, you're right. Oblivion Remake port. That feels... You know what? Jeffrey, you were talking about Skyrim. Oblivion, I think, actually is very plausible. That, I think, if we're going to see anything from Bethesda, I think it's Oblivion. Another FromSoft exclusive. I don't think we get another one until the Dustbloods is done. Do you think we see a port of Final Fantasy 16 along with Final Fantasy 7? I think they do. I think they do 7 and 7 Part 2 before they think about 16. I think they want to get that series going so that when the third one comes out, they can get as many people on it as possible. They want a new audience for 1 and 2 so that there's as many people as possible when 3 happens. Missing the cozy games, Laura? I don't know. Are there any cozy games that are, like, particularly rumored to be being announced imminently, or that people are expecting updates on? Like, there's no cozy games that are, like, jumping to mind as, like, obvious. Like, I suspect there will be some, but, like, I don't know what ones they'll fucking be. There's none that are, like, obvious frontrunners for inclusion. I think Bethesda would love to port Starfield. I think it is too early in the lifespan for us to see a Starfield port. I've seen the 2 point museum suggestions in chat. Maybe. I don't know. I thought we had dates for that already. I don't know. Hey, Fix Your Heart. Hey. Right, we've got 15 minutes and 3 spots, and then we start removing stuff to put better things on the slots. Ooh. I'm not a fan of the monetization in these, but is this when we see Genshin? Someone in chat mentioned free-to-play games, and I'm like, it feels inevitable that a Genshin or a Honkai Star Rail or one of those is going to end up coming to Switch too. What are the big free-to-play things that people are playing? What are the multiplayer things that... Marvel Rivals is not on Switch. How scalable is that game? Because if it's reasonably scalable, we got Overwatch on Switch 1. You know what? For lack of a better concept, let's put Marvel Rivals on there for now, because I for lack of anything better. And you know what? I'll give in. I'll put 2 point... So, to whoever it was that was asking me for 2 Point Museum, apologies, there's a lot going on in chat today. Is that not already on Switch? On Switch 1? Like, I don't know why this would be here. Okay, do I have to Google this? I checked, no release date yet. I thought it was already out. Fairpoint Museum. Switch? Was it not? It's coming to Switch 2, released in 2025. Oh, okay. Is it PC only at the moment? I guess. Okay. Then sure. Well, let's give 2 Point Museum a space then. Okay, so Gears of War 1 remake that's coming to PS5. I think it'll probably happen. I don't think today. My gut says not today. So right now we have a full bingo board. We got about 10 minutes. I'm open to suggestions of things to add. I'll just have to take something off the board to do it, and I mean there are some. No, don't advertise a mobile phone network. Stop it.
Tell you what I'm not loving.
No, go away adverts. I just want some Death Stranding music. I really should have logged into the other YouTube account. That's on me. Yeah, I know what the obvious candidates for removal are. Have there been any like last minute leaks I should be paying attention to? Let's pull up the tab of sources. Oh, the SpongeBob Titans of the Tide game is definitely showing up today. Box art for it just leaked, confirming it's a game key card on Switch 2. Like, we're getting to that level of specificity. That SpongeBob thing is definitely happening today. Do we see more of IO's 007? We only saw like cutscenes during the IO showcase, right? We didn't see like gameplay. I think it's a little too early. Blueprints, like, you know what? Blueprints getting a port to Switch. I do like that. What do I take off for that? I think it's too early for Clair Obscur. I'm going to take it off. Put Blueprints on here. I think Blueprints getting a port to Switch would be very reasonable. The Jazzy John, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Thank you. Thank you for sneaking into Bezos' house under the pretense of being there to fix one of his many bathrooms and stealing some pennies while you were there to slide them over the table to me. Thank you. Red Dead 2. There are lots of rumors of a Red Dead 2 port. I don't know. It's not that I don't think it's happening. It's more, if it's happening, I think Rockstar announces that. I think that Rockstar thinks themselves above the need to engage with a Nintendo Direct. I say that knowing that, like, we've had the GTA trilogy, I think, was shown in a Direct. GTA 5 getting an enhanced PS5 patch was like the opener for the PS5 presentation. Like, Rockstar's not 1000% opposed to it, but I think like a Red Dead 2 port, I think like Rockstar announces on their own terms. My gut says they don't announce it during a Direct. Could Persona 3 Reload and Metaphor not be one square? They maybe could be, but the thing is that I'm not confident they'll both happen. I think Persona 3 Reload is a lock. Metaphor we might not see today. And if I put them both in one square and one of them gets announced but not the other, do I tick the square or not? For now, I'm going to give them their own separate squares. I'm going to separate them out for the time being. I don't think Genshin is happening. I don't think it's happening either, but for lack of a better thing, when I say Genshin Impact, I think anything from Hoyoverse. You know, maybe I change this to Hoyoverse. Because, like, I'm not saying it's Genshin, maybe it's Honkai Star Rail, maybe it's whatever the other thing is. I think something Hoyoverse on Switch. Yeah, it's a gacha. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not saying I want these things to show up. I'm saying I'm following my gut, and this is where it's leading me. I don't think Persona 5X. Were there any third-party games that ran poorly on Switch 1 and could use an update? I mean, a lot of them run better automatically on Switch 2. I don't think there's any, like, really obvious contenders for that I think are, like, that I would put money on. Yeah, no, I don't think Persona 5X. I don't think we see anything Persona 5 related today. I think we see P3 Reload, and that's... My gut is that's it. Okay, we have 7 minutes. Sparks of Hope could get its frames unlocked from 30. Yeah, but it's a stable 30. And I don't think that Nintendo thinks it's a priority to get it to 60. It's a turn-based game. It's not one where, like, momentary twitchy responses are super important. I don't think Nintendo stresses about getting dev kits out for that. I don't think we see The Witcher 3 get an update, because I think that anyone at CDPR working on Switch 2 was entirely focused on getting Cyberpunk ready for launch. I wonder what caused the delay. I thought it was supposed to be 8:30 EST. Delightful Dead? No. 2 PM UK start is always when it was announced for. I have not seen anything other than this time for when it's starting. Yeah. We can see some of Square's other games get announced, like Visions of Mana. Plausible, but again, my heart just doesn't see it. Yeah, Witchbrook Academy, Nier Replicant, maybe. You got 6 minutes. What do I think? Yeah, it's Ubisoft developed Sparks of Hope, but Nintendo would need to send dev kits to Ubisoft, and I think Nintendo would get, Ubisoft would have to ask for dev kits for specific individual internal Ubisoft teams, and I think developing new stuff would be a higher priority for dev kits than performance updating a game that no one really complained that much about the performance of. The anime Horse Girl racing game. Is the Resident Evil 4 the remake or surprise GameCube in the emulator? I think the remake. I think the remake is plausible. I think Capcom wants something near launch, and I think RE4 is their most recent, like, good candidate. Hey Sophie, yeah, I'm doing well today. Minecraft update for Switch 2. I don't think people are, like, complaining about performance enough for them to stress about that. Oh, the Bad Wizard game. I don't even know if the Wizard game is, like, out already on Switch 2 or not. I think it's out already, and I'm glad that I won't have to see it in any more directs, hopefully, for a while. Did Hi-Fi Rush come up? They seem to be working on a Switch port, one port at one point, and now they're independent. Ooh, you know what, actually? I like that. I do like that. Yeah, because there was that Nintendo Switch, Nintendo-themed t-shirt found in the data mine for it. You know what? I put Hi-Fi Rush in place of Marvel Rivals. I don't think we see Marvel Rivals yet. The music I've been playing is from Death Stranding 2. Sorry, Death Stranding 1. It's the Death Stranding soundtrack. Okay. 3 minutes. I think we lock this in. Randomize the grid for me. Here we go. Oh, Yakuza... Oh, don't... You know what? Can I go backwards and shuffle it again? I don't want that as my... I don't want that as my center square. No. No. No, that's my center square, isn't it? Okay, Yakuza 0. I don't feel confident in that. I really don't want Yakuza 0 Switch to dumb upgrade as my fucking center square. But no, the universe has decided this is what I'm getting. The grid has decided. I should have known better than to try and oppose the grid. It's fine. I'm still gonna get a bingo. We'll look at. I'm gonna have a look in a second at what the potentials.
Busy.
More fucking adverts, not while I'm getting the bingo board ready. No, stop advertising shit at me. Okay, let me look at what's plausible on the bingo. Which of these might we actually get? Silksong, Call of Duty Metaphor, Elden Ring, Persona 3 Reload. Honestly, not the hardest one to get. Second row, Hoyoverse, I think, is gonna rule it out. Yakuza 0 is really the thing that's gonna break that middle line. Hades 2, Assassin's Creed Shadow, Late Age of Steam, Zelda, Age of Calamity. Hi-Fi Rush is iffy, but, like, that's not an impossible line. Forza Horizon 5, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 4, Oblivion, 2 Point Museum. That bottom line's reasonable. Silksong, however... Hoyoverse is a bit iffy, but that left column, maybe. Second column, maybe. Yakuza 0 is fucking it up again. Elden Ring release date, Octopath Traveler 0. Blueprints is probably going to fuck it up. But Zelda, Age of Calamity, and Oblivion, kind of reasonable. One of my diagonals are fucked up by the Switch dub. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get a bingo, but, like, it's not impossible that a bingo could happen. Sorry, I mean Age of Imprisonment. I mean the new one. They're named too similarly, and I wrote the wrong fucking thing down. You know what I mean. The Age of whatever it is. Okay, let's turn off this soundtrack. And turn this down because it's going to be painfully loud, I know. Let's go.
Peggy 18.
Let me just make this bingo nice and small so that I can have it on the side of my screen. Yeah, you said Age of Locked Upness, and yeah, that is what threw me. It's an 18. Do you all have your government IDs logged in the UK? This is Monster Hunter. The Pokemon. The Monster Hunter Pokemon game. Is this that? What's that series called? Monster Hunter Stories. Yeah, this is Stories 3. See, I said we were going to get something Capcom today. Capcom likes being at launch. Honestly, this series is pretty fun. If you're a Pokemon enjoyer and a Monster Hunter enjoyer, this is Pokemon Monster Hunter. The first two were on Switch.
The encroachment threatens to drive our people out of house and home. But this divide has brought our two kingdoms.
It's Monster Hunter with, like, plot and anime.
Are the sole Rathalos rider in Azuria.
My people have been driven into a corner, and the point of no return is looming before us.
Okay, let me turn this up a little. Yeah, this appears to be a solid 60 FPS, which is nice.
But it won't be for long.
Okay, we're gonna get a date or just an announcement?
I can hear them. Two sounds.
Monster Hunter 3 houses.
Overlapping each other.
Da-da-da.
Hello, everyone.
Okay,
Welcome
nice
to
start.
today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners. What you just saw was Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year. We hope you're looking forward to another grand adventure in the Monster Hunter universe.
I am.
Today, we'll present games coming to Nintendo
So yeah, this
Switch
is about
2
25
and
minutes
Nintendo
long.
Switch. Before a game is shown, you'll see the logo of the console the game will
Okay,
launch
that's
on
how we're doing
here.
this. If it's coming to both, do we get both logos?
If both
Yeah,
logos are shown,
okay.
the game will launch on both platforms.
Okay, that's a reasonably clean way
Okay,
to do it.
first up, let's take a look at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Okay, we're starting with Switch 1.
Let the good times roll.
Ooh. Is this another port or is
By
this a
royal
new
decree,
one?
a brand new game in the Katamari Damacy series is rolling onto Nintendo
Oh, an
Switch.
actual new one. Once Upon
Roll
a
your
Katamari.
through historic eras like Edo Japan and more.
Okay,
It's a
they're showing Switch
time-hopping
1
trip through the
footage.
ages to restore the universe for the king of all cosmos.
I'm sure this will run better on Switch 2.
Use helpful
It'll
items
be
to
a little
roll your
smoother.
Katamari like royalty and customize the prince and cousins looks to your liking. In addition, roll out
Gem
with friends in
Natalia says
online
it's odd that the
multiplayer.
dev team would release on Switch 1 and not both.
Make a big
Do they not have
Katamari and
Switch
earn
2
the
dev
most
kits
points
yet,
to
maybe?
be crowned the winner. Plus,
They may
the
simply
iconic
not yet have
music is
dev
back
kits.
with an all-new soundtrack featuring new and returning music artists from
Yeah,
the
this
series
is the
history.
this is the Switch 1 footage, but like Switch 1 games
Get
tend
ready
to just
rock
automatically
and
run better
roll,
on Switch
roll,
2, which is nice.
Roll through the ages when Once Upon a Katamari launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
My
eShop.
cam video is blocking the Switch console logo. It shouldn't be.
The dance
No, it's
floor
not.
is calling.
The Switch console logo's there. I'm not covering any of the direct. Oh, there you are, Jane. I was gonna say I needed to come tell you a new Katamari and it was coming out after this finished. Yeah, okay. I'm glad that I'm not. I shouldn't be blocking the logo. Oh, Ubisoft, fuck you. Fuck Ubisoft. Blah, blah, blah. This should have been an obvious square, but I forget this series exists anytime I'm not directly looking at a trailer for it. I am glad they support seated dancing. Show it in more of your trailers. I've heard of All Star by Smash Mouth. That's the only one of those songs
Next
I know.
up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, we're already moving to the Switch 2
Battle
edition.
beyond
Okay,
the limit.
so everything now has a Switch 2
Charge up
specific
and unleash your
update.
fighting spirit in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, the latest in the Arena Battler
Yeah.
series.
Yeah. Are we gonna get a date for this?
Enter the fray with over 180 fighters. In episode Battle Mode, relive iconic Dragon Ball stories from the perspectives of 8 characters, including Goku.
I'd be surprised if there wasn't a Goku.
Or follow your own path and redefine history with alternate versions of those encounters.
Yeah, you can play through the storylines like
In
what if
custom battle
what if
mode,
this happened
you
instead?
choose the fighters, stages, and dialogue to create your own scenarios. Then share them online with players around the world. Plus, now you can
You just
duke it
really
out with
fuck up
motion
the Dragon
controls
Ball
using
story.
the Joy-Con 2 or
Spirit
Joy-Con
Bomb!
controllers.
Motion
Immerse
control
yourself in the
Spirit Bomb!
characters and unleash powerful attacks.
I do kind of like the idea of being able to
Get
put my
ready
hands
to
up to
shake
cast
the
a
earth
Spirit
and
Bomb.
break the heavens
Or do
when
my Kamehameha motion.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Oh, those
November
what ifs are
14th.
really fucking
Pre-orders
stupid, and I
begin
love
later
them.
today on Nintendo
They're
eShop.
really stupid, and they're very good.
Time to get
Here it
back
is.
to your
Plants
roots.
vs. Zombies. That's our first bingo square. Is this the original game, or like a handful of the original ones? Yeah, how many of the early games is this? Yeah, okay, HD sprites, cool. Yeah, it's a remake with HD sprites. Okay, co-op. Okay. Local co-op and PvP. I'm assuming it's just the first one, I guess?
The club is yours.
Oh, I should have put FIFA down. AA this week is about FIFA. FIFA was on the mind. I thought about putting FIFA and Madden down, and then I just forgot. They've got high contrast mode this year, which is pretty cool. Shame about the really predatory microtransactions. Sorry, I know it's not FIFA. EA Sports FC 26. There's some cool accessibility stuff coming. Even... Wait, are they going to show high contrast mode in a Nintendo Direct? Come on. I think there might have been a half-second of it. I wanted to see the words high contrast mode in a Nintendo Direct.
Get reacquainted with these games.
Beefant.
Welcome to the party, Pac-Man!
Oh.
Pac-Man World 2 is coming back, remade from scratch. Through
Sure,
forests,
why not?
or on ice. Use Pac-tastic moves to clear stages in style. And even take on powerful bosses.
Yeah, look, spoilers,
Plus, now
AA
you can
tomorrow
adventure
is
with a
a bunch of
pal
cool
in
accessibility
local
stuff,
co-op.
but like, we can't not acknowledge the
Pac-Man
predatory
World 2
microtransaction
Repack
stuff.
launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch September 26th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Lead your party of black mages, dragoons, and other allies to victory in the beloved strategy RPG Final Fantasy Tactics, reborn with newly added elements.
I kept predicting this in past directs. I should have stuck with it. I should have stuck
The
with
game
it.
is now fully
The
voiced
rumors of this
and
have been
adds
floating
brand new
around for
dialogue
about
between
6
characters,
months.
But still, I know that he and I are different.
as well as new difficulty options.
Monster
a
Hunter
feature to
Stories
review
3,
story events,
Plants
and
vs.
more.
Zombies HD, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Final
That's what I
Fantasy
remember.
Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles launches on Nintendo Switch 2
This was
and
announced,
Nintendo
okay.
Switch September 30th. Pre-orders begin later today on
Was
Nintendo
the next last
eShop.
direct? It might have been. I don't know.
When the
There's a
clock
lot of shit
strikes
going on.
midnight, shadows emerge and the dark hour
Oh,
begins.
P3. Yeah, this
Step
was. We
into
had
the
this
shoes of a
listed.
high school student who, together with
I
his
am
friends,
excited to play this, and
awakens
it
the
coming to Switch is the thing that'll get me to
supernatural
do
power
it.
of Persona. Attend class and explore the city during the day as you forge bonds with every
There we go.
interaction. Then
I'm glad we're
battle
getting P3
through the
Reload.
mysterious Tower of Tartarus and strategically take down rampaging shadows at night. Enter the dark hour and seal your fate when Persona 3 Reload launches on Nintendo Switch 2 October 23rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
When's it
eShop.
coming out? I missed the date. When's it coming?
Next, please take a look at this.
Did they give a date for that? 23rd of October. Okay. Is this age? Yeah, age of imprisonment. Yeah. What do we predict for release date? I kind of want to say September. I kind of want to say this is earlier than we think it is, and it's September.
Given an opening, he will bear his fangs.
It's been rated in Brazil
Until
and
Hyrule
Korea,
itself.
so it's like
is
it's
known.
ready to go.
Be that as
Also,
it
wait,
may,
is this coming to Switch and
we
Switch 2?
face it
Is
together.
this getting a Switch 1 release? Did they imply? Yeah, September or November, I think, are its most likely slots.
But you sought it
Huh,
to
this
hide
has
your
only been
little
announced to
places.
Switch 2 previously.
This is madness.
There is danger here. Enormously so.
Yeah, excited to see the sages without their helmets on. Go on, give us a date. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, much like the
That
last
was the
8.
latest trailer for Hyrule Warriors:
Oh.
Age of Imprisonment. We hope you're looking forward to experiencing the canonical events that led to The Legend of
Oh,
Zelda:
these are
Tears
canon.
of the Kingdom when
This
the
is
game
canon.
launches this winter. We'll share more information on this title in the future.
You're not giving us a date.
Let's
I
continue
really
with
thought
some
you were
more
giving us a
games coming
date.
to Nintendo Switch 2. Gear up for the
Yeah, and there's
realest
Madden. I said when
ever.
FIFA showed up, I should have put both FIFA and Madden.
It's game time.
Nintendo seemed
Kick off
really
your
happy
journey
about
to
both those
become an
partnerships
NFL
happening.
legend in the most dynamic Madden game
They're
yet.
really excited to have
Rule
both
the
FIFA and
field
Madden
with all
not
new
be
player traits
both
and
releasing day and
realistic
date and
playstyles.
not as paired back ports. And that is kind of a big
Immerse
deal,
yourself in
like,
authentic team
industry-wide.
traditions And strategize playmaking decisions with newly added features to lead your team to victory.
The more
All
games
built
coming to
from
Switch
real
2 would
NFL
imply
data.
Hyrule Warriors is also Switch 2. Well, we know it's Switch 2.
In franchise mode,
It's-
choose from 3 new archetypes. To
The idea
begin
it
your
might be
coaching
Switch 1 as
legacy.
well is the surprising bit.
Or become your favorite NFL coach, each with their own strategies. Customize your game plan by selecting new abilities each week that offer different tactical advantages.
Are they just going to announce
level them up to
the Hyrule Warriors
fine-tune
release
your
date on
plays.
the fucking Nintendo
Plus,
Today app on
compete
a
on the
random
gridiron in
Wednesday?
local or online multiplayer. EA Sports Madden NFL 26.
Yeah, this is real
touches
close.
down on Nintendo Switch
I don't
2,
give a shit about
August
it, but like
14th.
this was really
Pre-orders are
obvious and I should have
available
put it
now
down.
on Nintendo eShop. A cozy campfire is calling.
Oh, is this
Calling all camping enthusiasts. Build
no.
campfires in this
Okay.
cozy fire building sim. Chop wood. Arrange the pieces. Then light them up. But if you don't fuel the flames properly, they'll fizzle out.
This is such a
stoke your
Nintendo
campfire,
Direct game.
place logs based on
Nintendo
the
fucking
fire's
loves to
strength.
have shit like
Let
this out
enough
of nowhere.
oxygen flow through and maintain the right amount of heat.
Yeah, Peak, that's
Don't
the one.
let
I
wet
thought this was
logs
going to be
dampen
Peak.
your
I was
fire.
trying to
Dry
find the
them
name for
before
it.
tossing them in the flames. And when
This
you
is
want to
just
create an even bigger
make
fire,
a nice
just
little
blow on it.
fire
Sometimes,
simulator.
though, a little patience is all you need. So roast some marshmallows or set off fireworks to
The
light
fuck
up the
is
sky.
this? I'm
You can also get the
I'm not gonna
flames
play
going in
it, but I
rainy
love it.
Or snowy conditions. But try mastering your campfire making skills first. With a compatible USB-C camera, you can enjoy
Oh my
each other's
God.
company around the campfire. You might even strike up some interesting conversations. Relax and stay a while. When chilling by the fire
Oh,
sparks to light
SNB,
on Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm very glad that
later
Gender
today.
Euphoria was helpful to you and positive. Hurrah.
Fight battles big and small in
That
these
campfire
games.
game is...
Apex Legends
Sure.
is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, we're getting an actual, like,
Squad
decent
up
frame
and
rate, decent
survive
resolution
19 other
port.
teams in Battle
Not-
Royale.
Not that I really care about this game, but it does a
Or
ping
show off
system,
your skills
very
in
interesting.
Mixtape, where you'll take on 3
Accessibility-wise.
rotating game modes. Plus,
It's
both
looking way
Battle
better.
Royale and
This is a way
Mixtape
less
have
compromised
enhanced
port.
resolution and smoother performance. Build your crew and aim for victory when Apex Legends launches on Nintendo Switch 2 August 5th, along with a new season, Showdown.
You know what? That's not a bad. That's
To
not a bad
cure a witch's
announcement for a
illness,
direct
her
like
tiny
this.
familiar embarks on a grand adventure. With your magical froggy
I played around a
backpack
bit
in
with the
tow,
Switch 1 port.
You can climb, pull,
Oh no,
and
the
even
wasps.
swing to greater heights. Explore this vast world.
Yeah, the floating
and
faces
gather
around the
ingredients to
campfire are
create a
really
cure
unsettling,
for your
right?
enchanting ally. Plus, up to 4 players can journey together
Incompetent
online
Hero,
co-op.
Little Inferno is one of my favorite
Little
games of all
Mouse's
time.
magnificent adventure begins
It
when
has more to it
Hella
than
launches on
make a
Nintendo
fire.
Switch 2 next year.
That does indeed appear to be mild peril, Jane.
Explore a
Oh, here we go.
galaxy
We
full
called
of
this.
opportunity.
This was going to be here.
Embark on a journey across
do we
the
think this gets a
iconic
date?
galaxy far,
Do we think
far
this
away
gets a date?
in this open-world action-adventure game, taking place between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
We've
films.
only got 8
You'll take
minutes
on the
left.
role of Kay
Fuck.
Vess, who, along with her companion Nyx, is fighting for
This
her
is
freedom.
less than 8 minutes to go. We have
Explore
2/3
distinct
of the way through
locations,
already.
Both new
Chat.
and familiar, as you fight.
Honestly,
steal,
this doesn't
and
look bad.
outwit
This
your
is-
way through the
This
galaxy's
is pretty
crime
decent
syndicates
performance.
and gain the means to start a new life. Traverse through space by ship on Kay's
Given how
Trailblazer.
technically
Or by
ambitious this
land
game is,
on an
I am
S-57 Cardinal
I'm surprised
speeder.
to see it
And
running
take on
running
quests
pretty
that
well.
blend stealth and shooting with some puzzle-solving mini-games in between. Embark on high-stakes missions. Engage in dogfights as you travel across the Outer Rim. And get ready to live
Is
the
Disney
life
on
of
the
a
BDS
scoundrel
list?
when
To my
Star Wars
understanding,
Outlaws
specifically,
launches on Nintendo Switch 2,
what was it?
September 4th.
Fucking
Pre-orders are available now
The-
on Nintendo eShop.
the thing with the Incredible Hulk
Survive
and
the
Captain
future.
America. Brave New
Salvage the
World.
past.
Brave New World was on the BDS boycott. To my understanding, they've not called for a wider boycott of Disney.
As an agent of a secret collective, you'll travel
Oh.
between a future plagued by anomalies.
This is
and a
Bloober
past
yeah,
on the
this is
verge of
Bloober Team's
collapse
Dead Space.
To uncover the mysteries of this world.
I don't fucking trust Bloober Team, but we'll see.
In the future, dangerous creatures born from the
Yeah, it's a
remnants of
pressure target, not a
humanity
boycott
prowl the
target. Yeah, so
wasteland.
they're requesting people put pressure on
You'll
them. They're
need
not
to
requesting
craft
that
ammo and
people boycott
supplies
them.
with limited
Cool.
resources
Okay, yeah.
to fend off.
I'm
brutal
doing my best to
enemies.
keep on top of all this fucking
But
shit.
don't let your guard down after defeating them.
Yeah. Don't give money to Disney, don't worry.
If a
not
monster
giving them
absorbs
money.
a fallen enemy, it'll evolve
I might
into an
occasionally watch
even
some of their
more
shit, but I'm
nightmarish
not
form.
giving them money
So
to watch
act
their shit.
quickly to
What
dispose
did
of
I say?
enemies.
Nothing.
You'll also come
Didn't
across
Steph really
rifts
hate this
that allow
game?
you to
I don't
travel
think so.
back
This
in
game
time.
isn't out on anything yet. I don't think Steph
By
has an
extracting
opinion
the
on an
essences of
unreleased
people you
game.
meet in the past. You can strengthen your own abilities. However, there's a price to pay. You'll be
Yes,
haunted
as
by
James says,
visual
this
and
is where we find
auditory
out if Bloober
illusions
Team actually
and
learned
lose your
from Silent
grip
Hill
on
2.
reality.
Or just
What
had
caused the
Konami
world to
breathing down their
collapse?
necks.
And
Yeah,
what is the
you might be
true
thinking
mission
Callisto
you've been
Protocol.
tasked with?
I am curious to play this purely to see if
Chronos, the new dawn.
if they did
launches
learn
on
shit
Nintendo
from
Switch 2,
Silent Hill 2.
September 5th.
And nice to see this is releasing day and date, I suppose.
The dragons of
Ooh.
the East and West clash.
Is this Kiwami 2?
極道の世界で竜と呼ばれる男は
Oh, I put Yakuza 0, I meant
一
Kiwami
匹でええ
1.
んですわ
But
あんたもそう思いますよ
is Kiwami 2 gonna get an English dub?
Yakuza Kiwami 2 is crawling its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Kamurocho, Tokyo, Sotenbori,
You know what?
Osaka.
If
two
this gets
prolific
announced to have a
entertainment
dub,
districts in Japan, where
I'm
the former
giving myself
dragon
the
of
center
Dojima,
square.
Kazuma Kiryu, faces down the dragon of Kansai, Ryuji Goda.
Yeah, this is confirming to me we are getting the whole Yakuza series on Switch 2.
Use free
The next, like,
combat
3
moves
years are
to
gonna be
take on
every 6
foes
months
in
we get another
action-packed
Yakuza.
brawls.
Yeah, I'm giving myself at least a half
Duke
point
it out
here.
using your fists, weapons, and everything else at your
God,
disposal.
I'm gonna be streaming the whole Yakuza series
Plus,
on,
there's still
on Switch
plenty
2
else
now,
to do
aren't
around
I?
the cities. Enjoy darts, karaoke,
I mean, there's
even
there's
golf.
2 RPGs
There's
which I
no
think are a
shortage
starting
of
point.
things
Like
to
jump
do.
in with the 2 RPGs, and if you enjoy those, there's like another 7 you can play afterwards.
関東の極道組織の存亡をかけた戦い
A deadly clash between two dragons begins when Yakuza Kiwami
November
2
13th.
launches on Nintendo Switch
Come
2.
on, announce
November
that English
13th.
dub for me.
And Yakuza Kiwami, the story that launched the epic
Yeah.
series, is also launching on Switch 2 the same day, featuring enhanced graphics, improved frame rates,
And?
and additional language support.
Additional language support sounds like English dub to me.
There are plenty more games heading to
I
Nintendo
put
Switch
Yakuza 0.
and
Kiwami
Nintendo
1 is the
Switch
one
2.
I was meaning,
Let's
the one
take
that
a
was already
quick
on
look.
Switch 1. Oh yeah, okay. The first 3 Yakuzas on Switch 2, yeah. I tried the detective one for a bit and fell off when something else came up. The detective one is the worst one. It's not. It loses all the fun silliness of the rest of the series. Romancing Saga 2. I'm giving myself that center square. The thing I was getting at, which is the Switch 1 Yakuza Kiwami 1 is gonna get Switch 2 updated. Yeah, I really didn't think I was gonna get that fucking center square. We didn't see Drag X Drive footage today. It's a first-party game, so it wasn't gonna show up in a third-party direct. We did get an 8-minute video for it yesterday. Ooh, I'm pretty sure we had did we have Borderlands on the board?
We've got 2 more games to show
Two
you.
more.
Please take a look.
Cheesy, thank you very much for the 2 months of sub. Yeah, there's an 8-minute Drag X Drive
through that door
video.
is to pass through time.
This is Octopath Traveler 0.
To travel
SpongeBob is SpongeBob Tides of Whatever really going to be the closer? I'm not getting a bingo today. I'm taking this preemptively. This is Octopath.
Square Enix presents a brand new action RPG brought to life in
Okay,
HD 2D.
what do we think the closer is then? Silk Song, Elden Ring, FF7 Day, a Microsoft port, a Ubisoft port. Oh, action RPG, not Octopath.
Bastion, the Kingdom of Huther.
I'm ticking the space anyway. I'm not getting a fucking bingo. Unless Octopath 0 is just an action RPG.
An adventurer, Elliot, leaves the kingdom to investigate.
Facing danger is what adventurers do.
It could be a new thing entirely, but the name Octopath Traveler 0 got leaked earlier today.
Together, the duo venture beyond the kingdom's protection into the great wide world. During your journey,
we won't see Duskbloods, the Duskbloods today. It's 2026. It's too early to see
your
it.
opponent's moves carefully and find opportunities to strike.
This looks very
Fight
nice.
with swords for quick and well-balanced strikes. Bows and arrows.
I'm not gonna
to
lie,
target
I'm more
enemies
into
from
this than I
afar.
would have been another
Chains and
turn-based
sickles to swing
RPG.
and pull enemies closer and more. There are 7 weapon types in total, but that's not all. You
Is there a
can
secret
also
8th
strengthen
weapon
your
type?
weapons by equipping
It's
different
Octopath
combinations of
weapons.
magicite. Try out all sorts of variations to find the playstyle.
Talos
that
Solankill,
works
you're
for you.
allowed to like the turn-based RPGs. I personally am kind of in the mood
Your
for something
fairy
in this art style that
companion
isn't a
Faye
turn-based
can also
RPG,
attack
personally.
And pick up items.
Yeah, they
You
might
can
do a trailer
control both
announcing a
Elliot and
2026
Faye
project,
separately,
but I
or
don't think we get like
2
a
players
game.
can control them at the same
We've
time.
already had the
You'll
cinematic
find
reveal
that she's
for
very
Duskbloods.
helpful
I don't
in
think we
your
see it again
adventure.
until they're ready for gameplay, and I don't think we see gameplay until closer to release. Like, we haven't had a
Join
proper
Elliot and
in-depth
Faye
look at
on a
Elden Ring
grand
gameplay.
journey
I think we see that before we
unknown
see
to them will
Duskbloods.
span 1,000 years. The Adventures of Elliot. The Millennium
Well, I
Tales
ticked
launches
Octopath
on
Traveler
Nintendo
0,
Switch 2
which,
next year.
fuck it, I'm not getting
After
a bingo
today's
today.
presentation, a
Ooh,
debut demo will
okay,
be available,
demo up
and
today
there will
for a
be an upcoming
2026
survey
game.
to gather
I would
player
love to
feedback.
see Night Rain get ported to Switch, but again, I don't think we hear anything about that until Elden Ring is out. I think Elden Ring needs a release date before any of the other FromSoft stuff gets marketed more.
In the beginning, there was nothing. Everything began with the birth of Orsa, mother of all. She created our world, the land of Orstera.
Oh! Okay, Octopath Traveler 0 is indeed happening. There we go. Really? Octopath Traveler 0's our closer?
Yes, I suppose the time is right. You're finally ready.
We've come to join your little light.
Okay. I didn't do as terribly at bingo as I expected, but really, SpongeBob, that SpongeBob game I thought was a shoo-in. FF7 getting a day, Elden Ring getting a day, I thought was a shoo-in. Layton in the Age of Steam not being here surprises me.
Witness a tale of beginnings that unfolds.
Yeah,
across
that
Orstera.
sounded like Matt Mercer, and this appears to be a prequel, yeah.
Octopath Traveler 0 is available.
8
on
party
December
members
4th,
in the same battle.
2025.
Yeah, that, you know what? That is actually kind of interesting. I'm here for that.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you
Ah,
for watching.
okay. I'm gonna scroll back through and give it one more look. Here's the bingo. Persona 3 Reload, Plants vs. Zombies, Octopath Zero, Star Wars Outlaws, Yakuza getting a Switch 2 upgrade, and Age of Calamity is what we got. There's a lot of things that felt like really obvious shoo-ins that weren't here, and I'm kind of surprised. I really thought they were going to end on like a visually impressive third-party like AAA number, like one of your something like the Elden Ring release date. And like I think it makes sense that they ended on something that's like a new game that's not a remake or a remaster or anything. But let's have a quick skim back over. So yeah, there's
Royal Decree, a brand new logo.
Yeah, we skipped over Monster Hunter Stories 3.
Today,
There was no
we'll present
Microsoft or
games
Sony,
coming-
no.
Shown?
Okay.
Damacy series is rolling onto
There's
Nintendo
a new Katamari
Switch.
game. Did this get a date? We got
Track feature
new Katamari
Pages.
coming
pre-orders
October
begin
24th.
later
Okay,
today on
yeah, that's
Nintendo-
good. We can skim over Just Dance.
Nintendo's Battle.
Yeah, I need to double check whether Age of Imprisonment had a Switch 1 logo? Yeah.
State then. Joy-Con controllers.
Sparking Zero is coming
Nintendo Switch.
November 14th. That's kind of cool.
Time to get back to
Plants vs. Zombies, I'm not surprised this is coming to Switch 1. It really does just appear to be the first game. FIFA. Did we see High Contrast in here even for a second? I'm rewatching the EA trailer purely because I want to see if we saw a High Contrast mode
the club
in a
is
Nintendo
yours.
Direct. Because that would be significant. That would be a significant thing. Was that what we saw there, or was that just... No, this is dev mode. Yeah. I don't... That's a shame, you could have shown high contrast mode. I know way more about this new EA FC FIFA game than I want to know. Oh yeah, Pac-Man. Final Fantasy Tactics got a date, and that date was in September.
High school hour of
When's
a
Persona
serious
3 coming?
night.
Was this
Friend.
just... This was both Switch 1 and 2, wasn't
Later
it?
today on Nintendo eShop. When the clock strikes midnight, Shadow high school student pursue together
Oh, this
with
is
his
just
friends.
Switch 2, yeah. And this is coming
Begin later today on Nintendo Switch 2.
October.
Please take a look at Nintendo eShop.
Did they say for this?
Next, please take a look at this.
If they show a logo. Because I thought this was Switch 2 only, and then its positioning in the Direct made me question it. What's 23/10? Don't they show the logo at the beginning of the trailers? Yeah, but they
That was
didn't
the
for this
latest trailer
one.
for Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. We hope you're looking forward to
Oh,
experiencing
Persona 3
the
Reload.
canonical
Yeah,
events
perfect,
that led
thank
to
you.
the more
Sorry, yeah,
coming
I'm trying to
Nintendo
keep up on
with
track.
a re-
Madden, I'm glad for the people that like
Begin
Madden that they're getting a good
each week.
portable Madden.
Title now.
The campfire game looked
can't load
ridiculous
on
when
your
you were on
big-
camera. Like, this was the
USB-C
moment that
camera.
broke me.
You can enjoy each other's company around the campfire.
Wait, why did people have, like, character levels? How are you level 3 at enjoying a campfire?
Relax to life on Nintendo
And that's
Switch
out today.
Fight
Okay. Apex is
August 5th.
August 5th. Okay, that's less than a week. Apex is getting a decent port. Mild Peril mouse game next year. Star Wars Outlaws.
And out the new I land on your aspirations. Engage in dogfights as you plan September 4th.
September 4th. Okay. Fire. Having a fire sim is the new Frog Fractions. Wouldn't surprise me. Chronos. This has been getting middling previews, I think.
You can pick the new Dawn. Launch
September 5th.
一匹でええんですわ。あんたもそう思いますよ。
I need to get back to Yakuza 0 on stream. We gotta get back to Kiryu being in real estate management and trying to find out about the vacant lot. We're gonna get back to that tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're gonna stream some more Yakuza 0. We're gonna do Yakuza Friday.
Everything else.
We're gonna get through this whole series on stream.
Launches on Nintendo Switch
November
2,
13th.
November 13th.
Okay, and Kiwami 1. We're gonna hold off on Kiwami 1 until it gets its Switch 2 port to play it on stream. So, yeah, as long as I complete Yakuza 0 before November, which will easily happen, we'll have Kiwami 1 and 2 ready to go. I'm curious about this Psychic Baby game. Hello Kitty Island Adventures is getting an update. That Shinobi game looks good. Okay, fair enough. I think we're going to leave it there. I think that's a good recap on that stuff. I'm curious about this HD2D action-adventure game. I'm going to head off, because I've got other bits of work to get on with today. There'll be an episode of Polquisition up later today. Tomorrow we've got an accessibility episode going up. There's some other bits and bobs happening soon. I'll be back tomorrow evening, streaming probably about 3 hours of Yakuza 0 from 9 PM UK, is the plan.